Guys, gals, everything in between. It's Friday night. How's everybody out there? Welcome back once again. Well, I know you're not on here yet, but when you are on here, welcome. When you come on in, make sure you say hello so I know you're there. And good evening, Kai Kai. How are you? Um, Again, whoever comes in, make sure you smash that like button. And then we will begin with tonight's chit chat about whatever you guys want to talk about. As always, it's like an open forum, so we can talk about whatever we want. Hopefully, there's a bunch of peace and love tonight with nobody getting too insensitive or anything. Seemed to be a little issue with one of my subs yesterday. Don't know why, but that's fine. And then we'll go ahead and we'll see what happened in the news today. Any kind of crime updates. Hopefully nothing related to like Trump or Corona or any of the usual stuff. I don't know if you guys can tell on the stream, but remember yesterday I was always like itching and stuff because like my beard was growing in. But see what happens when I shave? My face gets all red because it's so sensitive. So in case you're wondering, hey, are you sunburnt or something? I mean, yeah, it was hot today, but it wasn't because of the heat. It's because of the sensitive skin. I am okay. How are you? So hot in here. Yeah, it was very, very hot today. I think it was like felt like 32 or something, but I didn't mind it. I didn't even have like the window all the way open. I just had it like halfway open when I was driving, and it was good enough. Don't need AC. I mean, I don't know about you, but AC, I'm not really a fan of AC. Just gets me like, I don't know, nose runny, and it really affects the throat. I was never a fan of the air conditioner. I don't know why, but I think it's like one of the worst inventions. And I know the people that live in like 50-degree weather will be like, "Are you crazy or something?" But I don't know. I just was never a fan of it. I prefer, a lot of people prefer cold over hot. Um, I don't know. I'm the opposite. I prefer to be too hot than too cold. But then you can get into like wacky stuff. Like, would you rather, um, well, look, if you had to like die or whatever, would you rather burn or would you rather like freeze? I know it's kind of a stupid question, but the lesser of two evils. I don't know. I've always been afraid of drowning, probably because I don't know how to swim. But yet I would go on a boat. Like I've been on a boat before, and I wasn't scared or anything. Because you know what? When it's time to go, it doesn't matter what you're doing or where you are. If it's your time, it's gonna happen no matter what. So, but anyway, it's Friday night. I don't know why I'm talking all depressing stuff. It should be like a good time and everything. You know, the weekend's here, and save this kind of a chat for like a Monday or something. But yeah, I'm talking all like bad stuff. Wow, what a way to say hello to you guys, right? So anyway, how was everybody else's day? I mean, finally it got nice and warm, and I'm still like whining that it was like, oh, air conditioner and blah blah blah. But anyway, how was everybody's day? Anything new and exciting? I'm gonna try to find some articles, like I said, and we can read a couple of stories, like we do almost every night. If you guys have any recommendations as to what we should talk about, do let me know. And hopefully, you guys checked out the two movie reviews that we did this week, one for the regular Blu-ray releases, and we did another video for the Asian horror movie releases. It's going to be a weekly thing. This week we did it Wednesday and Thursday. I'm thinking we will do it either Tuesdays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, or we might just stick with Wednesdays and Thursdays. That will be all updated on the About page once I have more information as to what we're going to do about that. In New York, a man goes to clear out dead mom's home, finds a body in the freezer. In Colorado, a funeral home sells bodies and body parts without permission. A gun used to rob a hot dog stand misfires, hitting the robber in the penis. Okay. Japanese aquarium organized FaceTime festival so their eels will not forget about humans. Okay. A 5-year-old boy in Utah, a 5-year-old boy was pulled over on his way to California to try to buy a Lamborghini. Wow, I wonder how far he made it. 5-year-old driving a car to go pick up a Lamborghini. These ones are like in the weird, bizarre news, but they're all true. Another one says, woman plans to marry plane, says the Boeing 737 is love of her life. Pig started fire in pen after eating pedometer. Yeah, I know, and they're not even one-liners. Sound like jokes. They're all true stories, which makes them even more bizarre. Missing dentures found stuck in man's throat 8 days after surgery. How could it take so long and they can't figure out what's wrong with the guy? Like, ew. Workers fired from Wendy's after video shows employee bathing in sink. I think I'm going to read that one. Workers fired from Wendy's after video shows employee bathing in sink. Okay, let's read that one. Nasty is as nasty does. This was in Michigan. Great, not that far. Says here, this isn't very long. Let me see if there's another link. Hold on. Clickondetroit.com. Shameless plug for clickondetroit.com. Okay, so Greenville, Michigan. Several workers were fired from a Michigan Wendy's after a video posted online showed an employee bathing in a kitchen sink. The video shows a worker in a sink full of water and soap at the Wendy's in Greenville. Another person walks by and talks to the employee who is in the sink as someone else records the incident for the social media video app TikTok. The video was later posted to Facebook. All of the people involved were fired. Should have been fired on a stove. The franchise owner, Team Skostack Family Restaurants, released a statement to Wood saying that the restaurant was clean and inspected by the health department. Sure, right. This egregious behavior is completely unacceptable and counter to our safety, training, and operational standards. Upon learning of the situation, all employees in the video were terminated immediately, and the restaurant has been completely sanitized. The health department visited the restaurant today, and no violations were reported. Let me see if I can pull up a video, and you guys can enjoy it, or not. Let's see if this plays, and then I will show you. It's 23 seconds long. Here we go. Okay, you can see it's buffering, but you can see the guy. He's sitting. That's in Wendy's. That's Wendy's like sink. Yeah, real funny, dude. That's so nasty. And the guy's just like standing there, like joking around with him. Oh my God, that's so sick. Yeah, okay. You think they did it for views or something? Like what is the point of that? What's wrong with them? I have no idea. That's just nasty. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't know why I started with that story. We should have gone with the other one. Like, um, let's see here. World's worst cat, Perdita, for adoption by animal shelter. Well, let's see why she's the world's worst cat. It's probably one of those grumpy cats or something. The Mitchell County Animal Rescue posted a picture of Perdita on Facebook and gave her the distinction of world's worst cat. We thought she was sick. Turns out she's just a jerk, the shelter said. The shelter described the cat as one who doesn't like kittens, dogs, or children, which means she needs to be a solo cat. Perdita also likes jump scares, lurking, and being the queen of the house. Well, that cat can't be too bad. She's probably a horror movie fan. She'd be cool to watch a movie with. Let's see if there's a photo I can show you of this Perdita. Would you adopt her? I think she'd be cool to watch a horror movie with. She was like the type of cat that's all out for that, you know? Yeah, they say she's the world's worst cat, but yet they don't show a photo of her. See if I can find one, but there's one more link. See if it's in there. Yeah, she looks like a she's ready to watch a horror movie. Perdita, we thought she was sick. Turns out she's just a jerk. World's worst cat. There she is. Look at the eyes. But the way she's like with those eyes, like, she maybe she's just Chinese. Ooh, that's low. That's racist. Oh no. I crossed the line. It's just a joke. I'm sure you guys get it. That was rude. Okay, I'm going to read one, and I think you guys are going to like this one. This is from Florida, and I think this happened back in January. Okay, so this title alone will make you guys be like, I don't know. Okay, here we go. So Bradenton, sorry, is in Florida, and the title is Burglar Breaks into Bradenton Home to Suck the Victim's Toes, cops say. Okay, so a toe-sucking burglar broke into a Bradenton home on Christmas Eve and got into a fight with a resident, according to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Deputies who responded to a home on 60th Avenue West were told that the victim was sleeping in his bedroom when he was awakened by the suspect sucking on his toes, according to the report. The victim asked the suspect what he was doing, and the suspect simply stated he was there to suck toes, according to the report. What? Yeah, true story. Deputies say a fight ensued, and during the fight, the suspect attempted to grab his genitals and then threatened the victim, saying he had a gun. According to the report, a gun was never seen, but the victim managed to force the suspect out of the home. The suspect then smashed out a window to the home and then destroyed the victim's car windshield. Deputies tried to track the suspect with a canine, but were unsuccessful in locating the suspect. DNA swabs were taken from the victim's toes, according to the report. The sheriff's office said the case is still under investigation. This you could have found him very easily. All you would have to do is just display the canine's toes around the area, and the guy would come looking for it and start sucking on them. You know what I mean? Easy. Guy found. Done. Next case. Uh, Sheraton. Hey, I think you've been here one time this week, right? Welcome back. Oh, 1024. Oh, you're the one who doubles the number, right? So the next one's going to be 2048. You never told me why do you do that? Is it just like a thing or but that's how I remember you. So maybe that's why you do it. It's a thing you do. Wow, that was just freaky. And to think that he would go and suck on a guy's toes. That makes it even more wacky. And how did the guy not get beat up? Well, let's go to another one. U.S. bank employee says she was fired after Christmas Eve act of kindness. Boring. Let's see what else we have. Canadian Human Rights Court rules against transgender activists who wanted Brazilian wax. New Jersey school superintendent takes daily dumps on school track. Only in America. Man seeks to identify pooping jogger. New Mexico. We have a theme here. Mississippi mashed potatoes mystery. Wonder if 80 Krauser is involved. Woman says bakery botched her unicorn cake. TikTok beauty video with a hidden anti-China message has gone viral. Okay, I think I found one. This one is from back in December, and it's just titled, Parents Had Daughter Arrested So They Could Steal Their Granddaughter. What? Let me check that one out, see what it's all about. 2048. It could be to be remembered, and yes, was here a few days back. So how you been doing, Ray? Who's Ray? I'm a Vakaga. No Ray. What's a Ray? Ray of light, ray of sunshine, ray of hope. But not Ray. Not me. Maybe K as in Kai. But yeah, no Ray here. Let me see if I can find the article for that story. And I will read it to you guys, gals, and everything in between, even if there is a Ray out there. But Ray ain't be my name. How did you get Ray? You sure you don't have me confused with someone else? Okay, exclusive. FBI investigates how newspaper owning parents of Illinois mother, 28, threatened to publish her nude photos and had local sheriff arrest her so they could kidnap their toddler granddaughter. I don't know about you, but already that title is just like so confusing. I don't even get it. Ray Romano, you remember? Or your voice? Okay, yeah. I remember. Ray Romano. That's why you said Ray. Okay, clicked in now. It's been a long day. Okay, it was very, very hot. Maybe the sun affected my brain or something. And it has been like 4 days since you told me. So I can't even remember what I ate for like dinner tonight, right? So you want me to remember 4 days ago? Oh, okay. So the FBI has been brought in to investigate both the police and sheriff's department in a small Illinois town after a woman's parents were accused of launching a systematic campaign to kidnap their granddaughter from her. The case of Jade Green, 28, has revealed a tale of intrigue and corruption in Lawrenceville, Illinois, involving the very people who are meant to protect the town. The federal agents want to find out how deeply the heads of the two local law enforcement agencies were involved in Green's midnight arrest over a bounced check that was really a cover for her parents to kidnap her 4-year-old daughter. Court documents claim the police chief, the sheriff, and even the top local prosecutor were influenced by Angela and Jack Hauser, Jade's mother and stepfather, who ran a successful newspaper covering a huge swath of countryside in the southeast of the state. The case involves nude photos, poisoned dogs, false arrests, dismissed criminal court cases, allegations of conspiracy to kidnap, and claims that the Hausers used their influence in a systematic campaign of harassment against Jade. It was like being in a nightmare, Jade's husband Josh Green told Daily Mail TV. You know it's not right. You know this can't be done. But the louder you scream, the less people hear you. Jade Green, 28, was awarded nearly $1 million in November after a court found she was wrongfully arrested back in 2014. The FBI is now investigating how the local police and sheriff's department were involved in her arrest, which was a cover for her parents to kidnap her daughter, named in the court papers. This is a picture. Let me see if I can pull this up. One moment. One moment. They always have like advertisements and stuff, so you can't really see the pictures underneath. Well, anyway, don't look at the person working out on top. But anyway, that's her 28-year-old. And there's also underneath that, kidnapping grandparents Angela and Jack Hauser, Jade's mom and stepdad, were accused of having Jade arrested over a bad check in order to take her 4-year-old little girl from her. The Hausers allegedly used their influence to have local law enforcement carry out a midnight raid at Jade's house, arresting her and taking her daughter. And these two, who look like an advertisement for an old age dating website or something, but those are them. Under fire cops, the Hausers originally pressed Lawrenceville Police Chief James White to arrest Jade at midnight and let the Hausers take Jade's little girl, but he got cold feet after his officers raised concerns. Instead, Sheriff Russell Adams agreed for his department to take over the case and carried out the arrest and handed over the girl to her grandparents. Yeah, okay, that's just messed up. It goes on a lot longer, but anyway, that's the gist of it. The gist of it. Subbed you as I got to make some food. We'll find you another day. Have a good night. Yeah, I saw the email. It just says that you subscribe. Sheraton, thank you very much. And don't forget that bell icon so you'll get notified when I do make a new video, which is basically every day nowadays, as well as live streams. But thank you very much for subbing and welcome to the family. More than welcome. From Avakaga and Ray Romano. Let's see if there's any other stories here. Well, there was one. Let me go back. There was one from Ontario. It said, and this was back in November, so we're really going back. This was posted in November, but it happened in October. It says, strange howl heard in Ontario forests, recorded in viral video, stumps experts. Let me see if I can play the audio. Let me first pull it up. I will read to you what it says, and then we'll try to play the audio. Hopefully it'll work. It says here, 2 videos of a mysterious howl in the northern Ontario forest have gone viral, but many are unsure of what the noise could be. Gino Mikas, a 39-year-old who lives in Sioux Lookout, was out hunting grouse with his wife and grandson on October 3rd when they heard the sound and captured it on video. We walked down this trail. For maybe 10 to 15 minutes we walked down. Then we turned around and we were walking back to our vehicle. And about 500 meters from our vehicle, that's when we started hearing the screaming. Biologists with Ontario's Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry are also not sure what the sound can be. Mikis said he's spoken to elders and more experienced hunters and has shown them the video. They really don't know what it is, he said. Me, my wife, and grandson went grouse hunting around about 45 kilometers from Sioux Lookout, Ontario, when we heard these screams. It lasted for around 5 minutes, but we only got 3 minutes and 5 seconds of video, and we have 2 minutes and 15 seconds of it here. Happened on October 3rd, 2019. Let me see if I can play it, and you guys tell me, what do you think this is? Let me try to... Can you hear it? Let me try to put it closer. It's kind of distant. Nothing yet. Did you hear that? Can you guys hear that? It's pretty faint, but let me know if you can make that out. That's a kid, but the other noise. The one off in the distance. Nothing happening. Sounds like maybe a bear, but that's really weird. Any idea, guys? Did you guys hear that? It lasts for about 2 minutes. Let's see if there's other comments about it. Couldn't hear it so clearly. Yeah, it was very, very faint. But even on the tablet, I blasted it full blast and it's hardly coming out. But that was because it was so far away from where they filmed it. A few people were saying, I saw this video and have to agree with posters on there that it is a wounded animal making that noise. Oh gosh, I hope not. Almost wishing I did not read this. No idea, but my tail wouldn't be hunting grouse for a few years. Give mercy if something is wounded. Yeah, here we go. There's nothing wrong with believing in the Sasquatch, according to a writer who has tracked the mythical beast's role in human culture. In fact, he argues there's almost a beauty in it. You have this creature, or this species of being, that are out there living wildly, and in a sense they're kind of free of the nettlesome, cumbersome dictates of our civilization, blah, blah, blah. I'm still wondering what I heard. I listen to that video every day. It's just probably a wounded animal, or like... People have reported hearing a hybrid of roar, scream, howl that shows some kind of really, really powerful lung capacity and strength and volume. Another one saying it's a moose. Here's a sound. I'm going to play you some moose sounds. You tell me if you think it sounds like what we just heard. Again, that's a lot closer, but I mean, it could be. Who knows? Again, it's very, very close. I don't know. It could be, but I don't think it's a moose. I don't think that's the same kind of sound. Another one says here, heck, I believe in Sasquatch, the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, name it. There's just too much out there we don't know about. Plus, I have a friend lives in the Pine Barrens. I'd rather walk a Philly street than go in them pines. Albeit I'd be more afraid of that moose. I think it's a moose during mating season. Wow, that was, I don't know. Another mystery. Unsolved. New hats. Yes, sir. Up, down, turn around. New hat. Yes. All animals sound like the same to me. Sue Lolo says, angry ox. Ox or moose? I played you the moose sound. I'm going to see if I can find any other videos with that one and see if they ever did figure out what it was. Because like I said, that was back in October, which was very, very weird. They still can't figure out what it was. I mean, if somebody went into the forest, they would see if there was a wounded animal or, unfortunately, a dead one, right? Weird sounds in northern Ontario. See if anything comes up. I think this is the same one. Let's see if this is the same one. I think it is, though. Hang on, there's an advertisement playing right now, a commercial. And then we'll play it. But I think it's the same one we just heard. Let's see. If it is, it's going to... Yeah, it's too low. It's the same video. It's too low. I'm going to see if there's comments on this one. See if anybody figured out what it was. Because, I mean, again, it's been 6 months, so somebody should have been able to figure it out. Can you imagine finding yourself lost and just realizing it and the sun is starting to set and you hear that? Another one says, this is a wolf. It's called a bark howl. It's horrifying. This is a wolf. It's called a bark howl. Well, we could always check out bark howl wolf and see what it sounds like. Another one said that baby's voice scared me more. That's just Bigfoot screaming after stepping on a Lego the kid dropped earlier. Ha ha ha. I'd be scared crapless once the baby screamed and the thing in the woods stopped. That was true. Remember when the kid made that noise and then all of a sudden there was no more noise for like 30 seconds? If you listen closely, sounds like a wolf in a cave. Okay, let's search up wolf. A wolf bark howl? Wasn't it just like a wolf howling or something? Let me try wolf bark howl. Awesome wolf howling compilation. Let's hear if any of these sound anything similar to what we just heard. You guys tell me. That sounds a lot more what it could be than a moose. Well, these ones are going on for like 20 minutes. Listen to these guys. Could be opera singers. Still howling. Didn't even stop. Don't they need to take a breath? This isn't on a loop or something. Okay, here's another one. Yeah, you see, and that one's off in the distance. Let me put it louder. I think it was a wolf. It sounds almost like a dog, eh? Okay, I better not put this too loud because I don't want wolves coming around the house. Jeez, I'm gonna hear this noise all night now. I won't be able to fall asleep. I'll be hearing howling noises. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm not scared. I'm just saying I don't want to like keep hearing that same noise over and over again because then when I'm falling asleep, all I'm going to hear a bunch of howling. And it's not coming from my stomach. That's growling. Um, so I think it was a wolf. It sounded like a wolf. It sounded very similar to that noise as opposed to a moose. It was not a moose. So that was the story of that mystery sound from Northern Ontario. What else we got? That story was a lot better than the parents had daughter arrested so they could steal their granddaughter. It's so confusing, that story. I still don't get it. But I'll just pretend I got it. So, what is this TikTok beauty video with a hidden anti-China message has gone viral? To the person that was saying new hat, it's just a red hat. I was thinking if I was gonna make like merchandise to like sell or something, I can't really make it Mavakaga because okay, so if I was wearing this, right? When you associate this with like the four letters MAGA, right? So if I made a hat like this color and put MAVAKAGA, isn't that a little too close to like MAGA? Do you know what I mean? I think it's a little too close. I don't think that'll fly. It's just gonna look like a Chinese counterfeit rip-off or something. Time for a drink. Give me a sec. Thirsty. In case you're wondering, or in case you cared, I did drink water before, and I know I shouldn't be drinking pop at this hour because I know what's going to happen to me after when I try to fall asleep, but I'm hella thirsty and I don't want any more water. I would rather my stomach grumble a little bit than me having to wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning just to go pee. Or should I say urinate? Or should I say number one? Trying to keep it as PG friendly as possible. But it is like 11:40 at night. But then again, people could always watch this during the daytime. If they have kids around, I don't really want to swear. It's not cool. All right, so let me read you this story. Just loading it up now. I want to see if I can find the viral video, but no, it just says a story. It says the video starts with a teenager offering eyelash curling advice to her followers, but this is no ordinary beauty tip. Just seconds into Feroza Aziz's seemingly straightforward tutorial, the 17-year-old Afghan American woman tells the viewer to put down the lash curler and seemingly transitions from eyelash curling to politics. Why? Let's see if I can find this one on another site. Hold on. Feroza Aziz. Feroza Aziz. Feroza Aziz. Why am I saying it so many times so I remember what I'm typing in? Feroza Aziz. Feroza Aziz's original video suspended by TikTok. Let's see if this is the one. Commercial time first, and then I will show you guys. Hold on. See if there's any more. Why don't you buy Fanta? I did the other day, remember? I don't know. I had Coke in the fridge. I wasn't going to go out and buy Fanta just because.
Lash curl your lashes, obviously. Then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China, how they're getting concentration camps, throwing innocent Muslims in there, separating their families from each other, kidnapping them, murdering them, raping them, forcing them to eat pork, forcing them to drink, forcing them to convert different religions, if not, or else they're going to, of course, get murdered. People that go into these concentration camps don't come back alive. This is another Holocaust, yet no one is talking about it.
Man, and then you know what?
Be aware.
She's just doing it for views. You're running a channel and doing eyelash things. The people that are interested in these um, cosmetic stuff, you really think they give a crap about politics and what's happening in China to the Muslims? And of course, she's a Muslim who's doing it. Now, again, I don't want to sound racist or anything, But you don't want to promote hate on any platform. If you're there to promote cosmetics and do your eyeliner thing or whatever it is you're doing with your eyelashes, do it. What do politics have to do with that? Somebody commented, just stop. Philly is old. Philly is old. I guess that's Feroza. And at one time, high maintenance. I could have told these chicks and males what makeup techniques, high end or natural, worked. That aside, now these poor folks got politics involved. My dang heart hurts. I have a migraine. Thankful own offspring cares enough about a person having food at the end of the month as opposed to mascara. Amen, brother or sister or whatever you are. People doing whatever they have to do for attention. In New York, video shows woman taunting lion after climbing into exhibit at Bronx Zoo. That might not end well, lady. Girl, hero, it says. Girl in Zimbabwe gouges crocodile's eyes out to save friend. That's good. Indiana woman found dead with 8-foot-long python wrapped around her neck. Didn't Eddie Krauser say he had some kind of 6-foot-long or something snake? That's as tall as I am. Now we're back into October of last year, so don't be frightened if you're in Florida. A 2,000-pound great white shark is swimming off the coast of Florida. You know which one I want to read? The one about that 5-year-old who was driving to California to pick up his Lamborghini. Oh, but there is another wacky one, but we're not going to read it. I'll just read you the headline. TSA flags woman with 20 bags of flaming hot Cheetos in duffel en route to Korea. Why? What's wrong with that? How can that be like a hazard or something? Where's the kid? Where's the kid? It was in Utah. And this was from this month. So this is very recent news. The other tagline here says, a 5-year-old boy with $3 in his pocket was pulled over by Utah police while driving his parents' car to California to buy a Lamborghini. Hopefully this article is still up and then we could read it. I wonder if they have a picture of the 5-year-old in question. And they do. Although they do blur out his face. But I don't know if they're blurred out his face or what that is on his face, but it looks like an alien or something sucking on his face, or I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that on his face? You see it? It's like I don't know what that is. That's weird. It says here, the boy left in the SUV after arguing with his mother, who said she would not buy the luxury car for him. A trooper spotted the vehicle weaving on Interstate 15 at 30 miles per hour. The Utah Highway Patrol said, one of our troopers in Weber County initiated a traffic stop on what he thought was an impaired driver. Turns out it was this young man, age 5, somehow made his way up onto the freeway in his parents' car. I don't understand what's that thing on his face. Do they say anything about it? Troopers told they initially thought the boy was an impaired driver. How old are you? You're 5 years old? Trooper Rick Morgan says in a dash cam footage of the traffic stop. Wow, where did you learn to drive a car? There might be a video on this I can show you guys. Hold on. This is so whacked. I hope this plays. This is just crazy. But I really wonder what's on his face. I'm more wondering about that than I am about the actual story as to a 5-year-old kid driving a car to get a Lamborghini. The thing on his face that was like, what the heck? Is this alien or what is this? A leech, a bloodsucker? I have no idea. He had $3 in his pocket. The starting price for a new Lamborghini is around 200,000. See if this has any audio.
Negative Weaver. I'm come down from cause that. I'll have service. Did you just put it in the call notes? I'll call when I get down.
There's the cop. Yeah, video's kind of choppy. Let me see if I can find another video. This one's not that great. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. Go full screen and then I'll play it for you guys. I hope they show that guy, the kid's face again. It's just so weird. Let's see if this will play without buffering. Tell me if you guys can hear this all right. Wow, if that's a kid in the car, he pulled over nicely. Look at that. Straight line and everything. This kid's better driver than most people I've seen on the road nowadays. I want to see that kid's face. All right, thank you for letting me know you can hear it, Kai Kai. They're not really showing the kid yet. Anyways, maybe they will in a bit. I hope so. Imagine see the cop running back with that thing on his face, all screaming and everything. That's a cool horror movie. But this is actually real life. I hope they have the kid. Well, they had the picture of the. They had the picture of it, right? Lord Jacob Rothschild, what are you talking about? No, they're not. They don't show the kid. But they had the picture of the kid, the one I showed you. So they got to have a better. Maybe in the next shot. Boy, the noises sound like the noises sound like that the wolf and moose. I think that's all they're going to show. I don't think they're going to show the kid. If they show the kid, I'll put it back, but it's too loud. It's all a bunch of traffic driving around, but yeah, so that was actually a 5-year-old kid in that car. Like I said, I was more interested in finding out what the heck was wrong with his face or what they put on his face. Like usually you pixelate it, not put a circle like it looks like an alien is sucking his face off. But yeah, 5-year-old. $3 in his pocket, driving down to California to buy a Lamborghini. $200,000. So, go figure. A couple of trolls in here tonight. Awesome. Welcome, troll, and goodbye, troll. Must be Friday. The trolls come alive on a Friday night. He probably drives better than I do. Well, you saw how he pulled over? He was like a professional. Straight line and everything. Really, really good. But that's the wacky story for today. Like the other ones weren't wacky, right? Like the toe sucker and everything else. So we'll go on for about another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll call it a night. I will be back on again tomorrow night. Monday is Game On, horror movies, horror movie trivia. Winner after 3 to 4 days will get a Blu-ray copy of The Invisible Man 2020. So that was the bizarre and offbeat news for tonight. There is so many of these, you can just go on and on and on. Let me try to find one more and then we'll call it a night. I mean, some of these stories, just a title is good enough. Like, in Florida, a first-time juror gets 10 days in jail for oversleeping and missing trial. In France, a Black Panther on the windowsill. In Michigan, a woman recovering after friend's drug-fueled biting attack. And BC woman scares off cougar by playing Metallica song. Yeah, she would scare me off too. If she played Metallica, I'm going the other way. I can't stand Metallica. It's just one of those groups that are like, no thank you. I always call them Metallicaca. Don't like Metallica. For whatever reason. I know there's a lot of Metallica fans, but I'm not one of them. How is this possible? Teenager lost sight eating junk food. I would have to think it's more of a coincidence. How can you go blind eating junk food? But maybe. Could be. But those were some of the wacky headlines for today. We spent a whole hour almost on wacky news. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As I've said, and as Kai has mentioned, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button there. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. I will be back tomorrow night, same time, same channel. I think we'll call it a night. It's been around 54 minutes already, and the battery's already starting to get phone's starting to get heated up, so battery will be dying soon. Guys, gals, everything in between. I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you may be. Peace and love, peace and love. Stay strong, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and of each other. And as always, Mavakaga out.